Nicole James Escobar here, and I just recently published a book entitled Death Force: Writing Dynamic Deaths in Fiction, available on the Kobo platform. And this video, I'm going to answer the question is, where do dead bodies end up at if they're buried? You know, normally it's in a cemetery, and there's a difference in the graveyard, cemetery, veteran cemetery, mausoleum, and a memorial park. And as writers, we kind of need to know the differences. A graveyard is next to a church. A memorial park, the markers are flush to the ground. It's more park-like. A veteran cemetery, there has to be military service. A cemetery, it can have various monument sizes that are not flush to the ground. Where your character is going to end up if they're cremated. And there's the cremation scattering gardens. They can be taken out to sea on a boat. They can have trees planted. Their loved ones can get a tattoo with the cremated remains. They can be put in a necklace. There's fireworks. They can be made into diamonds. I love cremation for the variety. You know, the traditional cemetery, once that they're buried, it's hard to move the body unless you get a court order. I mean, you move the person that you love, the deceased, they stay behind. So you move to California, the person is buried in Georgia, the person's going to be staying in Georgia because a lot of times court orders to disinter the body may not be granted. And with cremation, the cremated remains are able to be transported with the copy of the death certificate, and I don't know if there's another permit or not, but it's a lot easier to transport the cremated remains. Let me know what you think. I mean, where would you ideally put your characters if they should die? Would you do like a graveyard, or would you do a cemetery, or would you cremate? I mean, maybe in your society, cremation is seen as a positive thing. And maybe it's the graveyards or the cemeteries that are like, oh, that's so old. Like, that's hazardous waste. We don't do that to the world that we're living in. I don't know. I mean, I think all things are good. They all have positives and negatives. Personally, I like cremation. But let me know what you think. Do you have any ideas on this?